Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, it's Gold Hall Gaming, and I'm your host, Aaron. And yes, you here too, y'all. Hold on a second, I got some work drama going on right now. Anyway, welcome to the RPG Fight Club. Today the game is simple. I play games, try to beat the game within 15 rounds. Y'all do everything within your power to slow me down. That's a big problem. Not a big problem. Sorry. Alright, so, last time we met, we sat down, we had a nice, fun, calm day, swimming under the seas, under Vegas, enjoying the nice, cool, refreshing water, and fighting a Leofleurodon. Leofleurodon! Magical Leofleurodon! It showed us the way. Literally. But, that's right, today we have Mystic here with us. While she is still on hiatus. To be here.
I'm just watching the screen.
She's here to harass me and talk with me about what we went and did today. Because we're a couple of anime fans and a couple of hardcore fanboys down Denver. A couple of otaku over here. And, yeah, we went and saw the Sacred Kingdom today, and that was fucking amazing.
Overlord.
Yeah.
Sacred Kingdom.
For those of you who don't know what Overlord is a series, kind of similar to a lot of reincarnation animes. However, unlike most reincarnation animes, Overlord is trapped in a video game. What this means is it's more closely related to it would be more closely related to the genres of dot hack and Sword Art Online, while at the same time, not exactly. And the main reason I say that is because unlike Sword Art Online, where they're in a coma, or dot hack, where they are still capable of escaping, in Overlord, Suzuki ends up stays online to the end of the server shutdown for the DMMO, Yggdrasil. When the server gets shut down, he is still logged in and then becomes Momonga, his character and avatar, the Overlord of Death, Great Elder Lich.
Ancient Elder Lich.
Ancient Elder Lich, thank you. The NPCs him and his friends created and designed have life, can move and think on their own. And that's basically the beginning of the series. I have given you absolutely no spoilers. You will literally learn everything I just said within the first 10 minutes of the series. There are a couple of movies for the series that'll bring you up to speed on everything. Me personally, well, I think I should say me and Mystic both personally prefer to actually just throw the series on and binge the whole damn thing all the way through again.
Yes.
The movies do a great job of telling the story as it is, but leave out a lot of the more comedic, more lighter hearted elements of the series that honestly make the series what it is. Because you're dealing with it, we're dealing with a franchise and a series here where our main character, our villain, is actually our hero. Don't go into the series expecting expecting Momonga Ainz Suzuki to be a kind-hearted, caring kind of person. He's very much a cold, calculated person. He's a strategist. He was the guild leader. That's what his job was to be the overlord. Einzul Gon. We did see it in Japanese with English subtitles, which was fucking amazing. I think that was actually one of the things I loved the most about it, was actually getting to see it with the Japanese VAs. We were talking about it earlier on.
It's nice to see a movie in America
in its original language.
Yes, in America, in a movie theater, in its original language on the big screen. And not just that, but like the first preview was in Japanese. It was about a ghost cat.
Ghost cat, Taku. Ghost cat Taku.
Yeah.
And then there was another one, The Flow.
It's called Flow. It's just called Flow.
Or yeah, Flow.
That one had
my god.
It had no words, but it was just all imagery.
Yeah. It doesn't seem there's any, it doesn't seem like it has any dialogue to it. But I've never watched a trailer for a movie with no preconception and been like, I want to go see that, the way I did while we were watching the trailer. Because I literally turned to her and I went, we have to see that. It was gorgeous. Like, it touched.
It's about a cat's journey.
Oh, a cat and his friends.
He's
got a capybara. He's got a dog, a heron. And that's just what we saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
And so, very excited to see it.
The animation looks really good.
Oh my god!
I can't wait.
We saw the trailer for Kraven.
He does meow.
I had a moment in the hallway when I saw the movie poster for Kraven.
Yeah.
It was just one of those. My boy. My boy on the big screen. I'm gonna enjoy that movie so fucking much, guys. Y'all don't understand.
You know. What about
that's my fucking villain right there.
Then we've seen a preview for Mufasa's story, the Mufasa Lion King.
Yep, the live action Mufasa Lion King prequel.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I will probably never watch the live action Lion Kings. And the main reason I say that, I can say that so assuredly, Mystic knows this. The Lion King's my favorite fucking Disney movie of all time, and I will not allow that movie to be tarnished in any way, shape, or form. Not happening.
Well, I would still like to see the live action Little Mermaid.
I
still want to see that. Little Mermaid is my favorite Walt Disney movie. So, I mean, there are obviously differences and changes, but I'm willing to watch it for those changes and see if I do like them or not. I still want to give it a chance. I still haven't seen it yet, but I would like to. I started watching the Lion King live action, but I think I fell asleep and never finished it. Pretty sure that's what happened with that one.
Anyways, we are getting off track though, because we're supposed to be talking about Overlord.
Oh yeah, Overlord. But Overlord was really good.
It was great.
I wish there was more Albedo.
That was one of the things that I even told you that I said on the way home was the fact that while I understand why it was done the way it was done, I did feel like we kind of got gypped on the Guardians.
Yeah.
Even there's even a part where a point where there are two of the Pleiades in three of the Pleiades, because it's Lupus Regina Gamma, Yuri Alpha, and CZ Delta. Those are the three members of the Pleiades who show up in the movie. The greater demon of wrath,
Demiurge,
makes his actual return since his first return since season 1. Demiurge is obviously our main foil for this for the movie, as under his guise of Yondabaoth. We get to see Ainz and oh, there is a character who is in the movie halfway through the movie that you don't know until the very end of the movie is in the movie.
Yeah, spoiler.
No. I protected the spoiler. I didn't spoil it. Because even you and me were kind of thrown by the fact that we didn't realize it sooner.
You know, when he said, let's talk about the future, something got me like, huh? Why would he say something like that? Usually those people in that setting,
it's not how he handles that.
They never said, let's talk about the future of our people, or like the future. Something that literally was just like, huh? That made me itch my head, and I was like, that doesn't seem right, but okay, I'll go with it.
Oh, and before we really get started today, we might as well go ahead and throw this out there. There will be Overlord Sacred Kingdom spoilers, because we have to process the movie that we just saw. And but like I was gonna, but now that warning's been dropped, I will say I think one of the key things, one of the key points in that conversation right there at the end that we should have actually noticed immediately is the fact that Demiurge does not interact with any of the mortal races directly. So there should have been a tip off right there. There was something going on when Demiurge revealed himself right there at the end. Like, hold the fuck up.
And not just that, but the girl, the crazy paladin chick who went on a rampage.
Oh, that bitch.
She was like, oh. She was like, she kind of figured it out, and he was like, oh yeah, you just need to go to bed. You're tired.
Time to get rid of you.
Time to get rid of you. Go to bed, because you're thinking too much.
Okay. I do realize what I just did may confuse a lot of you, and even you. I just reset my skill tree. Well, actually, not you. You understand how I play games like this. To break this down to everybody, this is my first skill reset in the game. We're headed towards Demeter after this. Let me go ahead and give you the up to speed previously on. Finish doing that. So, like I said before, we hung out with a magical Leopleurodon who showed us the way, and subsequently killed the magical Leopleurodon that was in the fucking way.
Yeah. Picture, please. Oh man.
Magical Leopleurodon, ladies and gentlemen. We recovered Poseidon. and brought Poseidon back to Gaia. Also learned that Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo have already been acquired by Far Zenith. We already knew, however, Far Zenith had a copy of Apollo because of the deal Far Zenith made with Zero Dawn back before everything happened. Fucking popcorn. But we got Poseidon, brought it back. Just updated Gaia. And now we are getting ready to go after Demeter. Now that we have done all that. But yeah, there it is. I was telling you about it. The magical Leopleurodon. This thing doesn't need to move fast. It can apparently just send itself flying. One of my favorite machines from the first game, the Snap Maw, because these things are ridiculously easy to dispatch once you know how to do it. What does concern me a little bit is the fact that the override seems to be locked for it.
Try to override
and the
it.
bellow back. Hold up. Okay, so now we've seen something where I have the master override, and I know for a fact some of these should be covered under the master override. Because this is a first game machine. 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 We need cauldrons. That's what we need to do. We need to go do some cauldrons, get some unlocks. Oh. Aaron forgot to take his rings off again.
I was just saying one thing when I played Dead by Daylight. It tends to fall over to the left.
All right, so back to it. So what would you say was your favorite moment of the movie? And why?
I think when Moma was literally, Ainz was given that, what's her name, the girl?
Nea.
Like when he was being like knowledgeable towards her, and
Call it what it is. He was being very mentor-like.
Yeah, and she was just like, and the girl was like, I need you to be by him and watch his every move and then make him happy. Well, she realized that that's not the right choice, and she wanted to actually follow him instead. And that made me like, it's a little emotional for me because I was just like, oh, look, she actually really does like this guy, and she will follow him. And I do know that in a way he was doing it on purpose, but also not, because he's also a good guy underneath all that shit too.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
That's the thing. While he is cold, calculating, and strategic, Suzuki himself seems to have been a very caring and compassionate person at his core. All right.
And he gives people hope, and they actually believe in that. And he actually speaks truths, and he actually shows people what he's talking about. And in the part where they were like, you have to sacrifice lives for the many, right? When they were using the people's as hostages on their bodies, and they had to
That,
kill them and all.
you know,
I
that
was just like,
I
oh man, that's fucked up. But you know what? I would have to do the same thing. You know?
I was about to say, like, it's gonna sound cold and callous, but it is what I would do in that situation, to be very frank. There's nothing I can do for them.
I like the part where the crews are on top of the brigade wall. And they're like, oh my god, it's Mad Eye Archer. And they're like quivering in fear. I love that part.
Oh, my favorite
like...
part's halfway through when literally everyone's now aiding Naya.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I like how CZ was like, yeah, I like this chick.
My junior.
Yeah, I like her.
I love CZ. Delta is an amazing character design. One of those characters you don't really see come into any series too often, where they're hyper intelligent, they are stupid level powerful, but are very reserved, very compassionate and caring, but completely introverted. Hi, I'm Aaron Sigil, and this is my TED Talk. No, I love when characters like her show up in a series, because they usually do become a core part of the series and kind of a linchpin of sorts. We're going a little crazy over here.
The part where the thing goes splat on the ground, and you know, the very first time we seen it, like after she went back in her memory and we seen it the very first time, you just got an achievement.
Yep, fully upgraded a Valor Surge. Went ahead, and so the run I'm building, the build I'm running right now is I guess a Hunter Infiltrator build, geared towards stealth with longbows, because that's what that just happens to be how I'm really good at playing this game. It's okay. It's only Aaron. Ah! I really appreciated them showing. I'm gonna change over to the champion spear for a while. Okay, re-equip my shredder gauntlet. Re-equip my ice storm bolt blaster. It's my arrow minigun from the first game. I appreciated how all of her compatriots were against Custodio, even. They were like,
Gustav.
The look on,
like,
yeah, Gustav the whole damn time was just like,
yeah, he's like, I don't want to do anything this bitch is doing.
This bitch is crazy.
Yeah. Well, she fucking snapped. That's why.
She didn't just snap. She snapped so hard that any part of her that was sane was destroyed completely. Mm-hmm. And to be fair about it, she let it happen to herself.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe if she didn't say, "Oh, I need to protect him," I think that, I don't know, they can read minds. So I'm thinking maybe if she didn't say that, maybe they might have not done that.
But what else? I will say the Sorcerer Kingdom looked amazing.
Like the big ass statue.
Yeah,
You think Nia's father's actually dead?
Naya's father?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he totally died right there.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no way in fucking hell he survived that. Of all things.
Well, I mean that one dude did, but then he was just like stab yourself in the throat. You're like, eh.
Well, remember he jumped down off.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Before that dropped.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go charging at somebody, why the fuck are you screaming?
What? Oh god, my brain's failing me. Which anime was that? If you're trying to kill somebody stealthily, don't yell and give yourself away!
Yeah, we just watched it.
Oh yeah, Are you Veretta?
Yeah.
Are you my UA?
Your Tio?
Oh, you're definitely my TO. You are definitely my TO.
Oh, but UA, yeah.
First time I'm actually really upgrading.
That's a really good anime. So is Solo Leveling. It's also a good one.
We saw the announcement for Reawakening coming to the theaters, so we may be going back to the movies in December.
Solo Leveling was the one where they were mixing 3D and with their 2D, right?
Well, most anime does that nowadays. It does.
Like that one that there were specific scenes that were very 3D like.
Solo Leveling is the Necromancer art style akin to the daily life of the Immortal King.
Oh no, not Solo Leveling. It's the other one where they get summoned by the goddess chick, right? And then he gets thrown away as garbage, and he has to be fight for survival.
Critical Frame.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I could not remember that one.
Critical Frame.
Yeah, that one.
Or no. Failure Frame.
Failure Frame. That's it. That's a fucking anime I've been trying to think of for like a week. I'm like, what is that anime? Anyway.
That's a good one. God damn.
Oh my god.
When I say that gave me like D&D ideas, I am not fucking playing around. When that one right there actually gave me some really good inspiration for the direction of the villain campaign. Yes, please.
I'm gonna go get some more coffee.
Alrighty.
Wanna drink some more of that?
Yeah. Should I bring the rope caster? You okay?
Yeah, I stepped up and over.
Well, goddamn, you guys are. Oh. Aaron's just realizing our network is fucking eating itself alive. I don't even know where your phone is. Oh, we are lagging bad. Ooh. Why? dropped frames at a quarter of the stream. We are full redlining. I got it. Thank you.
Oh, you're just now talking.
I know what it is.
What?
That in there and that at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get off the Wi-Fi then.
Bet you anything as soon as you do. Yeah, look, it just shot right back up. Sorry about the delay, guys. We're in the middle of having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm milling around the Wi-Fi.
I'm about to shut it off on my end, too. You guys blew my phone up so much with this dumb shit. Alright, guys,
I want to just restart the stream.
that's what I'm thinking. Problem is, I want to do a full restart. So... let's go find a campfire real quick, guys. We've been here before.
Huh. The door's unlocked now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
Oh, I've been... oh, no, I haven't.
Of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see. According to this console, still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
See, I can see the campfire. There it is.
Better see what Beta and Varl are up to first. It sounded important.
One of those times where I wish
Power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
I had a quick save or something like it.
Looks like some kind of maintenance.
Like the
space.
first game gave me. You know what I mean?
You're on stream. Maybe not here.
Lagging like hell tonight.
I wonder where this leads. Power cells? Huh.
Okay. Right? Like, what do I need power cells down? Yep, there's one. But I only see the one.
You have to go and after you open that door.
That's gotta be where, that's gotta be it. So do we do that real quick? Since we're already here? I love how we went from restarting the stream to figure out what the fuck's going on with the net. So let's do this real quick.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
They were on the scuffle earlier.
You think you are a casualty?
Yeah.
I better keep this down here.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus.
Aw.
She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
It's the one from the very first game. We found it down in the
The ruins.
I remember that.
Ain't that a nice punch in the gut?
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big.
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda.
Give me 1 minute, guys. I got an idea. I'm gonna try to see if we can recover the stream without having to do a shutdown or reset. Alright, guys. So we tried something, it did not work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this conversation right here. And then we are gonna go save the game, hard save the game, and I'm going to reset everything. So we'll be basically taking a probably 10-15 minute intermission and then jumping right back into it.
You saw her.
Because we actually wanted to
Play the game
with you guys tonight and talk with you guys and hang out.
At the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me.
I'm going to.
Of a house.
It's going to be 8.5.
Overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But if you're
character reminds me of a turtle.
It stopped.
I like her Oseram
Can
armor.
you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings.
California
Changing
Beach?
intervals to match the light. There was
That's
a
what I'm
nature
hearing.
she liked.
California Beach.
She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, Hollows. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things? I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
Yeah, first time
You
this
always
has
seem to
ever
be on top of
happened.
everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. It may